Hello everyone, SoraTJU here, coming at you again with some new busted tech for Tekken 8. The primary case being Armor King. Now, the tech that I'm wanting to show, and everything involving around it, is involving Hades Drop. What Hades Drop is, if you don't know, is his QC back 1+2 grab. Now, what it's supposed to show is what you can do at the wall with it. Now, most people know kind of what you can do at the wall with it, which is if you get the wall splat, usually people do this into this in the shoulder, and that's all you usually get. Or in some niche scenarios, people found ways to do like a different way of the combo with like this and some weird aspects. But I found a way to what you can consistently do every time you're at the wall. And the main one I'll do is the busted one that I'll show you here. Oh, messed up there. But hold on. I messed up the combo and I kind of was making it, but I think you kind of get the point. Where I did a Hades drop into a 1-4 and picked him up this way. Now this is technically the combo I do here, because it's always consistent, and as you saw, 80% of the health bar is gone. Now it's pretty simple. Pretty much after you do this and you do the crouching down 1-4, which I should also mention, so there actually is a difference most of the time between doing just a down 1-4 and a down back 1-4. So when you do this, you actually want to hold down back. I don't know why that's the case, but every time I've done, or I've also tested this with other people who play AK as well, and they seem to not be able to do it when doing the down 1-4. For some reason, the jab will sometimes whiff, like at least like 30% of the time. So make sure you want to do down back and do the down back 1-4, and it'll pick up properly into the wall. You'll get that. And all you do is you do a full sidestep. You don't have to do a giant, like a micro sidestep, and you don't have to time it properly. It's pretty much just you do a full sidestep, and as soon as you finish doing the full sidestep, just go for the grab. It's really nonchalant. You have like a decent amount of time to do it. You have a lot amount of time. Once you get it down, it's pretty easy to do. Now, why this is also busted, you could think is that, oh, maybe it's like very situational dependent. You can pretty much do it at any point in your wall. Like, I could be to the side like this, and it'll realign the wall, as you can see, and you get the pickup. And you can do, and it works either way. This way. See? It works every process. And if you notice, it should be something you probably want to go near the wall. Since if you are standing still doing this, like let's say you do this, some people can think you're probably going to do a giant swing. So instead of going for Shining Wizard, which is the usual route you would go to into whatever combo here, this one is just astronomically better. Now, the reason why it's busted is you could think, oh, well, the person can break it. Well, the timing to break that throw when an opponent's falling off the wall backwards like that, which this also works if they're like, let's say you went behind somebody, you did a combo like this, you carry them to the wall, and you put them in that same scenario of them fast falling like that, it changes the timing of breaking the grab. So the person can't just like mash 2. If they mash 2, it locks them out like 90% of the time. As well, and that's for like either of the grabs. Like you could do a 1 grab technically there too. And it locks them out. And they can't just hold it either. It also locks them out. So they just have to time it. Now the window to break it is like small. I try to go frame by frame with it, and I've noticed it's around 3. You have like about a 3 to 4 frame window to break it, which is a small window. It's not like a 1 frame just frame to break it, but you got about 3 to 4 frames for a person to break that throw. But that's also not very easy to do, and that's you expecting the throw from here, from this point, and breaking it. And as I come to notice, and trying this across a large spool of like high-ranked players, it's practically impossible for them to break. Like, majority of the time, no one's breaking that throw. So it's always worth it to go for that, because you're pretty much just ending the round. Like, that's just a round there. Like, imagine you hit, like, a heat engager, which is, like, just that little nudge left. You get them to the wall, you do the grab, boom, they're dead. Now, now, actually, I'll just show this part first. If you don't think you can hit that grab into the ground, or maybe sometimes you're too far to the side of the wall, like maybe you're like super far to where you can't get the re-wall splat, or you're not confident in doing the grab, here's a different round you can also do. You have a while standing 4 conversion, or while standing 3, I mean. Oh, I messed it up there, but I don't know why I'm messing it up. My hands are cold. Okay, this is my part. Maybe I'll cut it out, but see? And that's just 72 free damage. That was a basic combo, not hard to do. You're just mashing down back 1. And this works every time. Oh, I just did that too slow. But that's the route you can do if you're not confident. And also, you can like react to how the opponent is on the wall. Like here, I could be like, huh, it might not work. I'm going to do this route. And like you can, you know, mix it up, see what you can do converting off of it. But that's the one I've showcased is pretty much the most consistent one that you can do. Which is just this, mash a singular dick jab into while standing 3. Here, boom, boom. 72 free damage and you have Oki. What was the other thing I was going to go? Now we went through pretty much how to do this. Now, probably you have the other problem is like, what if they just break the throw? You know, maybe you can't get them. They keep trying to break it when you go for it. And that's usually fine, but like, you can still catch people off guard. But the main way I do it, let's say I go into heat and I do a heat engager, right? I'll just go instant for Mist Breath. Make it guaranteed. And look at, see? Even with the scaling from that, it's still 80% damage, like slightly less, like 78% damage. Because you rescale the damage when you do that regrab. And the busted part about it, if you notice, there was no recoverable health at the top, or majority of it was gone. Because when you do combos involving AK's grabs like this, it gets rid of recoverable health. See? It only starts getting the recoverable health once you get that wall splat into the tornado. That's only when it starts to begin to give you some of the health they can regain. That's pretty much it on it. There's more I want to cover. There's like specific ones. Let's say this. It works on every character, by the way. This, I'll even showcase just like probably the hardest one you can think of. We'll do like the smallest person. Where is she? We'll do SoraTJU. It works on the whole cast. The only character this is finicky on certain stages is Fakaram. But every character in the game, this works consistently on pretty much every stage. I can't think of like a character that this doesn't work on. See? Oh, I messed up the combo. But yeah, you get the point. And do it on her. Now we'll go with the biggest body. I've already said that Fakaram's weird and sometimes it won't work. So if you want, you don't need to do the pickup grab version. You can do the dick jab into the while standing through conversion. But we can do... We'll do a bear. We'll do Kuma. And if you want to test this in more ways that I haven't tested, because I'm usually a lab monster when it comes to this stuff, but maybe there's things I haven't like figured out. But see, it works on the whole cast. Now you can get some like absurd combos from this, especially from like either a double wall break, things like that, and it's just crazy amounts of damage. Now there's different things you can do other than like the other 2 options I said. Like you can actually do something like this. Oh, I'm messing it up. This will probably be the last thing I show. You can do something like that too, if you really want to. You have plenty of time after doing the while standing 1-4. There's like plenty of other things than just doing shoulder that you can do. You have plenty of time to work, move around, do things like that. And that's pretty much all I want to showcase. I hope to like do more videos on Armor King, because I do think this character is pretty busted in this game. But I hope other Armor Kings can start using this and doing this on people, because it is nasty. This stuff got me to GOD 7, as I put in the title. And this is what got me from 6 to 7 and really pushed that. But thank you all for seeing the video. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace out.